So my name is Dyson. I use they, him pronouns. I'm both a lesbian and non-binary, and I'm currently here. This is actually the first time I've ever done anything with a community mural, and also the first time I've ever performed spoken word. So I'm very nervous, but very excited. So my background is in chemical and sustainable engineering, and I work for ONEOK, which is a midstream oil and gas company. And but like I love activism, right? Like all forms of activism. When I was in college, I was on the board of directors for South Dakota Center of Equality. So I was in charge of half of the state for their youth groups. Okay. And then I also founded my college's LGBT organization. And now at ONEOK, I have like this amazing support system within my team, and I am the chair of the we're working to found an LGBT group through my company, and I'm kind of like the head of that. The people I have about like 20 people on the exploratory team right now, and we're presenting, we're set up to be able to present to our executives in about a month or so. So yeah, it's good. And I'm all about intersectionality. So throughout, we have to have a calendar of events, and we're partnering with the Women's Resource Group to bring in one of their speakers. And then for February, we're partnering with the Black American Resource Group. That's the most important intersection for me specifically, because without Black trans women, we would not have rights you know, Marsha P. Johnson, all of our, as a gay person, all of my stuff comes because of the strength of Black trans women. So I'm really I'm so excited to partner with their group. My really good friends from college, she lives in North Carolina, and she's part of this group called Prison Books, and basically it's a mutual aid organization, and there's I think there's 15 throughout the country. And they just provide books to prisoners. So prisoners from anywhere in the state or even federal prisons can write in, and then we match them with genres of books, and you just send them out. And so I'm trying really hard to start one in Tulsa. We're trying to be as diverse in the books that we get, because it's all donation based, and prison libraries are either just not funded at all, or super underfunded. Exactly. And you know, when you're on your own for 23 hours a day, right, on lockdown, and you're only in your cell, how else do you know, the prison system's so broken, I just want to send someone books. Oh, that's such a good question. Ooh. I think, so something that I see a lot when it comes to any sort of moving the needle, right, is we gotta stop infighting. All of the, you know, and I feel this even goes into more of an intersectionality thing, but find you know, each other not using the right language, because every generation has newer language that is more progressive for them, right? And so, you know, not fighting with the 70-year-old gay who maybe doesn't know all of the new terms. They're not the enemy, right? We are both minorities. We need to work together to make moves for ourselves. So just not being distracted by the small stuff, and really pushing for actual feasible change, I think. Oh God, everything. I don't. We're a family, you know. Yeah. I don't know what my life would be like if I was straight. There's all those questions of if you could take a pill to be straight, would you? And God, no, right? That sounds horrible. Weird. Right? And my life is amazing because I'm gay. You know what I mean? I can come to events like this, and I know that I can be friends with literally anyone here. We all have common ground. We all have shared experiences and that shared culture, and it's deep, you know. So I've known I was gay since I was 7, but my family is horrible, and so I didn't come out until I was, I think 17 to them. Okay. And I no longer speak to any of my biological family. It went really bad when I came out. And then it's I don't know, sexuality is a journey, right? Figuring out what labels are right for you and stuff. And the more I come to love and accept every part of myself, the more kind of boxes I fit into and boxes I don't fit into, you know? So, I mean, there's always been times, you know, where you're starting out and you're oh God, I just don't feel I fit anywhere, but it doesn't, it's not real, you know what I mean? Facts. Yeah. I would tell my younger self that it is okay to stay closeted until you're on your own. Like I think based on the reactions that I got when I came out and I was already in college and I was living on my own, I think I would have been one of the horrible statistics of like kids being kicked out of their family and stuff. And like it was a horrible like 10 years in the closet, but I did what I did for my own safety. And you know, I wish I could tell, because I felt a lot of guilt about it, you know, because I've always, when I was gay and I was like living this lie, this like, you know, this whole facade, and it wasn't real, and I felt really guilty about it, but I shouldn't have, and there was no need to, you know. I was protecting myself. I would say, coming out it never ends, right? It's always, it's not just like one conversation, then everyone knows you're gay, right? Like it's all throughout your life, and there's never any reason. Like you shouldn't feel pressured to come out to any situation. You shouldn't feel like you need to have like X, Y, and Z label to be able to go to certain places. Especially like when you're doing things for, like, I mean, we live in the South, right? Like there's a lot of things you have to do for your own self-preservation. And that doesn't make you less gay, right? Like it doesn't, like staying in the closet for whatever reason, for your own protection, because you're not like ready yet, you don't have the right words or whatever, you're not less what you are just because you haven't told